Good afternoon. We are with Jean-Charles Perrin from Ultra Trail World Tour, just a few hours before the awards for 2014.
That's it. That's the meeting for the end of the World Tour 2014.
It has been a long year, I guess.
It's a very long year, I confirm.
A very successful one, may I say. How do you feel?
I feel happy that the idea we had to enlighten the practice of long trail running could be a good idea and shared by the majority of the people, the community. So that was just an idea of 15 months ago, and that's something concrete. So that's the way we can be happy today.
And with a great competitive field, today we're going to crown Nuria Picas and François Daen as world champions, but we also had many very good runners, competing.
That was on our plan to help the runners to meet them more often and to propose some kind of real competition which was not existing before. So that was the main focus we had in 2014, to convince and to explain to the runners what we want to do, how we can support them, what they are looking for, to better understand what we can propose. And then I think that's quite a success, because there were a lot from the top 100 men and top 15 women to be part of the World Tour. And our two champions are, I think, for the community, the real champion of the year. That's good to celebrate this kind of people, human beings, which are so surprising of efficiency and power, and always with a good mood and open to the question we can ask for them, and that's good for us to have such a champion to celebrate in 2014.
From my perspective, I'm a Spaniard. I've been running all over Europe. I have also run in the States. I was the first Spaniard to complete Leadville 100 miles. I was very familiar, but the big surprise for me this year was probably the Asian races and the Asian runners.
Oh, yes.
Because we had seen them perform in the past, but this year they proved that they have both quantity and quality.
That is maybe for people from Europe very surprising, but I know people from Oceania or Asia, they know already that there are a lot of runners there and good runners. And what we discovered in between the figures we can share with the media and people, that the second population of the French people running are the Japanese. So that means, and the fifth are Chinese. So that means they are numerous and good runners, and everywhere they answer to the invitation of traveling and discovering new countries and new way of practicing the trail running. So that's not surprising that they are very attracted, and that's cultural for Japanese to run long distance. It's something which is in their culture. So that's normal. They come and be part of this kind of race, which are the best proposition we can have on earth. So that's normal.
Well, now that we're wrapping up 2014, looking forward to next year, what is the calendar going to be? We had 10 races in 2014. Are we going to have the same 10 races? Are we going to have 15? Tell us.
The first thing I can confirm that the 10 races involved in 2014, they confirm they want to be part of the 2015 tour.
Well, congrats. That speaks highly.
A success for us, and we're very happy to share with them. Just after the UTMB meeting, an annual meeting, and we share all the experience, and then they were all convinced that that was a good idea, and they were happy and proud to be part of the 2014 tour, and they confirmed they will be there in 2015. But at the same time, we shared with them the opportunity maybe to add some new races, because there were many organizers who knock at the door and say, "Hey, can we be part of the World Tour?" So, but most of them didn't answer to the criteria we claimed for, and we decided that there was no exception for that, because that is something the project needs to be straight about the strategy and the positioning we had, and that's why they were so maybe a lot of application for being part of the World Tour, but there are very few who can be accepted as it is. So there will be one more race in 2015,
and it will be
that will be a new country covered. That would be in Swiss. That will be the Mayayo Ultra Trail, which should be a good proposition for people loving, mountains, high mountains, and with a very emblematic venue, which is the Eiger. So that is a way for us to enter the Eastern Europe, because it's in the northeast of Switzerland and German spoken. So that is something which opens us to the Eastern Europe, and which is in our plan, to enlarge the tour to new population and to provide a race closer than it is for some people. So that will be the 11th race in 2015, and because there are another new status in the Ultra Trail World Tour, we decided, because one of the races was close to be part of the World Tour, but it has one criteria which is not exactly respected by the number of people involved in the race, and that's why we created a status of feature. A way to help people to understand that there is an entrance possible to the tour, but it has to be, provide in a safe way and for everyone. People have to know how it works, and the other organizer has to better understand what is the proposition and to make it safety. So we created a feature, and there will be one more race involved, which is not exactly in the tour, because the result won't take part of the global result for the title, but there will be a way for us to promote the trail in a new country, which is Portugal. And there will be the Madeira Island Ultra Trail involved as feature race in the World Tour 2015. It's for us, there are two missions for that. One is to say to the organizer, there is a way to enter the World Tour, but it takes time and you have to maybe do it safely. And that is a way for us to adapt, the proposition and confirm that there is no risk for the organizer for the tour to involve new races. And that's also a way for us to promote the trail in new country, but also to help, not only the confirmed elites, but also the future elites. That means this race, we will focus our attention to new young runners who could be invited by the organization to be part of the Madeira Island Ultra Tour, but in the case that they won't be identified at this time as elites, but we know that in a few years they will be elites, and that's the way for us to launch new proposition for young runners, for future elite, for the future race in the Ultra Trail World Tour.
One question: have you contemplated separating the single stage races from multi-stage races?
For us, the plan of the World Tour was to promote the different way people can practice the trail, and that means that Marathon des Sables, because we speak about that, they are still in the tour as series, and that's for us a way to say, hey, trail is not only one race, one day race, maybe with stage. That's a different way, and I know that runners now they are aware that they can maybe discover this kind of race. For example, Nikki Kimber, last year she discovered the Marathon des Sables. She never ran a race like that, and she won it. So that means that it is something possible, but it is something people have to really wish to be sure that it would be a good experience, not something which could be difficult to live, because it's a different way to practice the trail.
One last question from a Spanish perspective, Spanish speaker. When will we have something in South America? I guess we all look forward to South America, because they've got wonderful mountains, they've got a good tradition there.
Of course. We identify at this time one race who could be accepted as it is at this time. Every criteria are respected, but they are not ready for that. So that's in Argentina. But there are other organizers who knock at the door. They don't respect all the criteria. They are too young, or they don't have enough runners or what. So what we decided already for 2015 is that we we send ambassadors all over the world, runners, organizers, or people who want to be part of it, in order to better understand what are the propositions and what we can maybe involve new races. And for sure that would love that to have one race in South America next year, but it depends not only from us, it depends also from the organizer who want to be a part of it. The spirit of the organization is that people have to be attracted by the project of World Tour, and maybe that was not the priority of the organizer at this time in South America. And you know, as we saw, the time is an allié in the long distance trail, so it is not for 2015, but it will be for 2016, and we are very open to this kind of proposition we can find for the future, but that won't be for 2015, but I think that will be done within 2 or 3 years for sure. That's in our plan for sure.
We will look forward to it. Congratulations on the first year and good luck for the development.
Thanks a lot to you. Thank you.